What's going on? My name's Mike Neumann. I'm a group fitness trainer at Impact Fitness on Broadway in Bradley, 710 West Broadway. If you guys are in town and checking out the Chicago Bears training camp this summer, come stop by the gym for a good workout. What I want to do is give you guys a good idea on how to go about losing a lot of weight. I can help you guys lose weight, but I want to kind of give you guys an introduction to somebody that's been there and done that, because one of the biggest obstacles to overcome is losing a lot of weight. And I'm talking more than just 20, 30 pounds. Losing 20, 30 pounds is one thing, but losing 100 pounds, that's something a lot of people want to do, but they just don't know what steps to take to get there. So I'm going to introduce you guys to somebody that's been there and done that, and hopefully you guys can learn something from this video. So let me introduce to you Jason Beckner. Jason, thanks for your time.
Hey, no problem.
Okay, now Jason's local from the area. I've known him for a long time, and was over. How much did you weigh at your all-time high?
All-time high was 328.
So you're 328. So did you just wake up one day and make your mind up that enough is enough and you want to lose some weight? Or what was the deciding factor that made you want to finally lose some weight?
Well, I looked at a lot of different things. You
Yeah.
know, it was, you look at your kids, you want to be able to play, and there's like, I'm out of breath, this is
Yeah.
ridiculous, I've had a lot of problems with my knees and had to have surgery and had them replaced, and that's why I just said, you know what, this is it. This is,
Yeah.
and just, yeah, like I said, yeah, I set a date when I'm going to start and hit it, and I set it at my 36th birthday, September 24th.
Okay.
When I said it.
Now what about when you were like pushing 280, 290, you finally pushed 300 pounds, you seen 300 pounds coming, you passed up 300 pounds, you were 310, 315. What kind of mindset were you in to allow yourself to get that heavy? I mean, I'm sure you wanted to lose weight then, but you just weren't ready to make that jump to start losing. I'm sure you wanted to lose weight, but you weren't ready to make that leap to make it happen. So what was your mindset going through it before you were ready to make it happen finally?
Well, I think the aspect was just it was comforting. It was we had work was you build up a lot of stress, and when you had stress, I was a comfort eater, so I ate, and that was it.
So you were 320, but you were comfortable.
I wasn't comfortable. It
Right.
was just the fact of that's how I sought out relieving stress or your everyday issues where it was picking up something to eat versus do it right, do the right thing. So
Okay.
and that's when, like I said, I just made that call to say this is it.
Okay, so when you were like, say, 315, 320, did the thoughts ever cross your mind that you would like to lose weight, and why didn't you do anything about it before?
Well, of course, nobody wants to sit back and go, man, you look pathetic.
Right.
But then, like you said, it's mental.
Yeah.
When you really look at everything, it's 80% mental. It's just saying, you know what, enough's enough. This is it. It's time to do it. And it's just, and staying focused and being able to be driven, to have that, throw a goal out there that's an achievable goal, but throw a longer one, and then another one, and another one, and just keep going at it.
Okay, so you're 328, and you said before the kids were a motivating factor. Is there anything else that kind of drove you? You must have been really driven to lose weight once you got 328, but what was your biggest deciding factor to finally say, okay, this is it right here, I'm going to do something about it? Was there a day? Do you remember a certain period of time?
I think it was just, like I said, I just woke up, and like I said, I looked at, my kids playing around, running around.
Okay.
And it's like, I don't want to be the guy that says, nah, you guys go ahead and play. I want to be able to run around and get on the ground and do all the other stuff with them and not go up and be, out of breath. And, at that aspect, it was just, it was, this is it. Do it for your kids, because, you see people, are dying at 50s and 60s, and, obesity's through the roof, and you see a lot of things that are out there, and I'm not going to be one of those. I told myself, I said, it's not going to be me. I'm not going to be one of those kids that are, I'm still young, being 36 years old and weighing that much, and, that was uncalled for. It was ridiculous. It was embarrassing, because how can I tell my kids to eat right and be healthy when I'm not healthy? Yeah,
it certainly adds years to your life when you lose that much weight, because when you're that heavy, you certainly have the health risks. The risk of heart disease is higher, risk of diabetes is higher, and you're actually going to take years off your life if you choose to remain that heavy. So you made the decision to lose the weight. What was the first step that you took to lose that weight?
The first step is to walk back into Impact Fitness here.
Yeah.
That was that's the first step. It's just walking back in, and then and like I said, just making that right goal of eating the right things, and just like I said, it's mental. It's 80% mental, saying I got to get up in the morning, I got to go work out, I need to go do this and go do this.
Sure.
But still have fun at the same time, so you don't get burned out.
Okay, so the first step was walking into Impact Fitness and signing up and doing the things it takes to lose the weight. Now, it's been said, a lot of people, they just drive by the gym for at least 2 years. On average, people drive by the gym for 2 years. They would like to stop in, but they don't stop in. And I think a lot of people get the impression that you got to be a bodybuilder or a figure model to walk into a gym. So they want to lose the weight first, then go to the gym. And I think they drive by every day wanting to stop in, but they don't stop in. Do you think a lot of people think that? They think the gyms are filled with bodybuilders and figure models, and that's one of the reasons they don't stop in?
Well, I think so. I think it was that, you don't want to embarrass yourself.
Yeah.
It's the whole aspect of just doing, man, I can only do 5 minutes on the elliptical or 5 minutes on that walker. You don't want people don't want to be embarrassed. I think it's a mental, emotional aspect, and like I said, it goes back to that mental decision to say, you know what, no matter what, I got to keep hitting.
Yeah.
And eventually you're going to start building up and building up and building up, and next thing you know, you're running 5Ks.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and a lot of people, before they step foot into a gym, they just assume that the gym isn't their world, it's not their atmosphere, so they feel intimidated coming to the gym. But when you walked into Impact Fitness, what was it? Did you feel comfortable coming in here at first, or what were your thoughts on your first couple of days working out at Impact Fitness here?
I was very comfortable. The employees here are top notch.
Yeah.
They are. The gym itself is top notch compared to I remember when I was here at the Golds, and then now it's where it's at today.
Right.
And then just the people that are working out. They're so people that are working out here are so quick to help you, to say, hey, do this technique, you do this technique, and and it's a camaraderie. It's just, gain a lot of friends out of it.
Yeah, well, certainly, I've been around all the gyms, either as an employee or working out here, and I think this gym's got the best employees, the best trainers here, because most of our trainers are either NASM race certified, and you don't get that at other gyms, and plus the staff, they're always willing to help out, and I think it's the best I've ever worked with. Andy Kidd actually runs the show here, and she knows how to hire a good qualified staff. She's actually the one who brought me here, and it's the best I've ever had. Okay, so did you start working out 3 or 4 times a week, or were you gung-ho and started off 6 days a week at first? What was your approach?
3 days. I did a day, a couple of days of rest, another day, a couple of days of rest. Just kind of put in a schedule, and then built it up to where I'm at 4 or 5 days a week now.
Right. Yeah, I always think people they start off gung-ho 6 days a week, but I think you'll get better results if you come in 3 days a week. And as you make progress, you can add as you go. But too much is never a good thing. I always tell my clients more is never better. Just make the 3 workouts a week effective, and once you see progress, you can add to it then, wouldn't you say?
Correct. And that's what happens. These people aren't used to working out.
Yeah.
They think they pulled a muscle or something when they're just sore.
Right.
And then being sore and and then they quit.
Yeah.
They think it's no pain, no gain. When,
right.
That theory doesn't sink in a lot of people when they're hurt.
Yeah, I think the best way to start, if you guys are out there wanting to lose anything over 20 or 30 pounds, every other day is the best way to start off, and then we can always make progress as time goes on. Well, let's talk about your eating habits then. When you started working out 3 to 4 times a week, a lot of losing weight, probably most of losing weight, has to do with your eating habits. So what kind of eating habits did you pick up on your journey to lose over 100 pounds?
The biggest thing was really, everybody's body's different, and respecting, my body here, knowing that drinking pop and carbs really, sank into me here and really just put the weight on. So, I brought in the good carbs, and leaning on people like, talking with you and Dee and those other guys saying, hey, how about this, but it's really increasing my protein and, eating my small meals throughout. And, the day is I keep running calories, but high proteins, but no pop and a lot of salads, chicken, fish, some good carbs. Yeah, so you cut the pop out. Now, a lot of people get the impression that if you work out more and eat less, that's the way to go. I think society tries to tell people that's the way it is, and people get that impression, but that's not necessarily the case. What would you just said you're eating frequently throughout the day. Do you have a protein and a carb every 4 hours, or what did you do in that aspect? When you look at it, I wrote myself out a pretty much schedule.
Yeah.
To say when I'm eating, what I'm taking, either a protein shake in, and or a bar or whatever. It's almost every 3 hours. I'm putting something in my body.
Okay.
Whether it's a shake or
just something, any kind of regular meal.
Chicken, raw tuna, things like that.
Yeah, every time you eat something, it speeds your metabolism up. So if you eat every 3 hours, or 4 hours for that matter, you're going to lose more weight than somebody that only eats once or twice a day. Now, was your protein intake kind of high? Because some people just tend to snack on fruits and vegetables and, maybe just oatmeal by itself, but your protein intake was quite high. Yeah,
it's all the reading I've done has always showed that 1 gram per pound protein for every pound you weigh.
Yeah.
Or higher. And I try to do 1.5 every time, every day. So trying to hit at least 350 grams of protein a day. Yeah, that's the rule of thumb anyway. For a lot of people, it's 1 gram per pound. Everybody's different, but I would say for at least, especially females, maybe start off with 0.5 grams per pound and go from there. But definitely don't slack when it comes to proteins. Without protein, you're simply not going to lose much weight at all. What about
junk foods? Because surely you want to eat healthy, but you want to have some pizza. You're going to have times where you have birthday parties and eating birthday cake and things like that. What do you do at times when you're eating birthday cake? I mean, do you have a little bit, or do you just cut it out altogether?
I just cut it out altogether. You know, you can be creative with the temptations. You know, be creative with something. You know, make yourself a fruit bowl and do something different that way. Or there's other things out there. There's so many alternatives that are out there. All the grocery stores do it, and you know, there's always something that you can make sweet for yourself. That's not the birthday cake or the pizza or anything like that. I just don't do it.
Is there ever a time that you and your family were out at a restaurant and maybe they would have something that maybe it might not be on a weight loss plan, maybe they would have pizza, but you would have a chicken sandwich, or how did you go about eating out at restaurants?
Well, there's most of the restaurants that are in town here, whether it's a fast food place or whatever, always has the light menu.
Right.
Like I said, just be creative and have fun. You know, your family can do what they got to do, but it's that mental saying no. Now I'm at a point where it's pizza and all that stuff's not even appealing to me.
It's not? Okay.
I don't crave it. It's just, that's where my body's set to it now.
Yeah.
Because
you had to go to lose a lot of weight. Maybe the family doesn't have the same goal, but as long as they're supportive of you achieving your goals, that's all that really matters, I guess, huh?
Well, and that's where they have to have that respect to say, it's just, not to throw it in your face or wanting to do it. It's just to say that, here we are.
Okay. Well, how much weight did you lose total?
Right now, I'm at 210.
You lost 210 pounds total?
No, I'm at 210 pounds.
Okay. And so that's like 120 pounds or something like that.
120 pounds.
Wow. Okay. So what's your goal now? Then, you want to lose any more? You're just going to keep on going a few more
pounds?
Build up?
Keep going now. I want to keep building. Drop the body fat and kind of drop the body fat now.
Okay.
Perfect. That goal's there. And we talked about where I want to hit next year.
Absolutely. So one more thing before you get back to your workout. If there was one thing you could tell somebody that wants to lose 70 to 100 pounds or so, what's the number one goal they should go for?
Number one goal is just be mental. Just be focused.
Make up your mind.
That's it. You just got to say, I'm going to do this and set a date. I'm going to lose this much weight by this time. And make it a goal. You got to set goals.
And something else you guys can do, just don't just say you want to lose weight, remind yourself, why do you want to lose weight? Remind yourself of how many reasons is possible as to why you really want to lose weight. Maybe for the kids, maybe for health reasons, maybe you want to fit in your clothes better, maybe you want to fit in your rides better at the amusement park. Whatever it is, come up with as many reasons as possible as to why you want to lose that weight, and that's going to keep that drive going. I'm going to let Jason get back to his workout here. I'll keep you guys updated on his progress, but Jason Beckner's over 120 pounds. He's here at Impact Fitness. You guys can stop by Impact Fitness. I'll be here. I'm here all day, every day. Jason's here, 4 or 5 times a week now, something like that. So you won't miss him when you're in here. So come check us out, 710 West Broadway. Give us a call, 815-932-3177. Until next time, we got Jason Beckner here. Lost 118 pounds. You guys can do the same. Come check us out. I'm Mike Neumann. We're out of here. Thanks for watching.